Okay guys, we're going to look at the last war against Ittifak. We 2-starred all their Town Hall 10s and everything below was 3-starred, so again, cracking effort guys. Can't ask much more than that. We took a fairly early lead and they didn't really bother attacking after that. I think they could see they weren't going to win, so they didn't bother. So we'll get into some replays and look at Walter White's Raid in 15, the Town Hall 7 base. Not sure what was going on with that wizard in that corner, but unless he was trying to draw out the clan castle. So dragging down with the use of rage, and got some healing there to topping up the golems a little bit more. And took a bit of a pummel in there. Got some hounds now, was it? I think the hounds must have been in the castle and in the clan castle. Yeah, level, top level. So 2/3 of the base is gone. The hogs are down, and these 3 golems have got most of their life left, just coming up to half life. So a whole troop of wizards. Just gonna, everything's targeting these golems now, so it's game over. These wizards are gonna progress unmolested, for want of a better word. There you go. Got the hounds raid on 14. Okay, clan castle down. All the rage spells used. It's generally an idea to send in a few balloons to target some of these defences. I mean, as it is, we're running low on dragons at the minute. But, okay, we've got the last air defence down, so we should be okay. That one's going to go down now. So 4 dragons left at the end, so not too bad. Speed this up. Okay. Jed's replay on there, number 13. Do some serious damage these balloons to golems, and to get the wizards in a little bit earlier. This golem's almost ready for bursting, for popping. But we're going into the core with a rage. And a heal spell in the middle. And then I do like these balloons coming in from the backside. And a few balloons left over. And this is just this is just showing off now. And still had the Archqueen's ability. Good stuff. Okay, look at Lee's raid and number 12. I'm not sure what this guy's doing with his clan castle over here. You know, you're thinking at least have it where the Dark Elixir stories. Seems a bit crazy. I'll just speed this up a little bit. Gotta be careful here. There's a lot of splash damage in this area of those mortars. Not necessarily targeting those golems either. The jump to get out of the core, although they're fairly low level walls, it makes things easier. Love the last jump. Superb. Good stuff. Right. Okay. Vikings raid on Burkan, they're number 11. A shame to use those whizzes to sort of group up the castle troops, but there we go. That's down. It was risky sending in the breakers at the exact same point that the golems are. I mean, if there's any splash, then you got a chance of it taking out the breakers at the same time. But generally, you put your golem in, and then your breakers just to one side, just out of splash damage range. There's still a lot of this base left to go. I think he's using the peckers like a can opener through these walls. It's a really tough base, that, to 3-star when you're not taking that many jump spells. So, good effort, that. The clay's red and number 10. And for the lure and the clan castle. And the poison. Just missed that balloon. It's not always that easy to gauge where the poison spell's going to sort of take effect from, where obviously when you're aiming at air troops, is it on the actual balloons, or, you know, where the shadow is, you know. Good freeze there. Getting all those Teslas. There's a lot of damage in those 3 Teslas there. So the fact this base is so spread out, you know, there's the only real sort of problem though was the core. That was all where a lot of the damage was. The rest of it is kind of spread out, so it's not, you've not got that many defences firing on your troops all at the same time. Superb. Jackson's red and then number 9. So we should have access to, even though it doesn't look like it, we should have access to the core there. Dragon finally down. And a few whizzes coming in behind for reinforcements. Still got the Arch Queen's ability, so there'll be no problem getting the Town Hall. We've certainly got most of these buildings down here with these 2 Golomites left. There's just a few more buildings to go for the extra percent. Good raid, that. Get Ben's raid on number 8. I think this was towards the end. I think this was after, you know, this base had been 2-star, and I think Ben was attempting a 3-star. It was always worth a go rather than not bothering raiding. Dragon's causing some problems. Looks like I'm missing all the chat here. What's going on? There we go. Didn't use the poison, Ben. Get Eddie's raid on the number 7. So normally Eddie would attack bases 1 and 2, but he asked me to raid number 2 for him so he could have a go at a 3-star attempt on number 7. As you just saw, he got 90%, so there's a good effort, but just not quite. And just speed up the early sections. Okay. It often be a problem this if obviously your golems jump onto the nearest defence, and if your wizards are still clearing up some buildings outside, your golem's going to take a lot of damage before the wizards actually get round to dealing with the clan castle. Got is that 2 rages in the core, or is that the ability of the Barb King? It's the ability, isn't it? There we go, so not quite the 3-star. A good effort. Clay's raid in the number 6. She's going for the lure in the clan castle. She's managed. And we're going to do the poison. I didn't wait while the end. Obviously the poison ramps up in damage towards the end, so it's a bit of a shame to pull them out of the poison just towards the end. It broke the outside wall, and we've got the jumps into the core. No real point in using jumps on this outside wall. The breakers aren't really going to go anywhere else than where you want them. So I've got access to all the central sort of square section. I'd be looking to pop the Barber King a little bit earlier than that, but he's made full use of the ability, so not too bad. Good stuff. I'll look at Sorcerer's Red on number 5. Popular base. Quite an old base that now as well. Come on, get the poison down. No, we're going to save it for the core. No poison. Okay. So you got 50% on this red, so I think could have you used that poison, you'd have certainly got a couple more percentage of their source. So 49%, where's the other percentage going to come from? Where are we looking? No. I see him looking round, scratching his head. Where's he going to get this one? Yeah, we can get the minion on this one, perhaps. Just sent in just at the top end. Good stuff. Close. I think it's he's going to take this minion down fairly quickly as soon as he moves forward. Yep, boof. So I wasn't too far away. Okay, good stuff. Get Punished Red number 4. Okay, so the clan castle's down. We saved the jump from the outside wall just for the centre, and Oh yeah, I think I recall seeing this one. I think his idea was to jump out the core, which is very commendable. But didn't quite happen. This is a few extra percentage points, so good effort. Get Ben's raid in there, number 3. Familiar base. So I was going to be attacking from this side. And got a lot of golems in that core now, so should be fairly safe. I do not like these four Teslas. They pack some serious punch when they're all firing like that. So there we go. Town hall down, 2 stars, and the rest is gravy. Good stuff. I raid on the number 2. Just 3 jumps on this one. We could get to the core and get these golems from the top into the core using this jump over this area. Which I think, if I recall, I didn't place too well, but it still actually allowed the golems to get in and over there, as you'll see. But so we've got a couple of rages for the core. So all the defence is really targeting the golems at the back side of the core now, so there's your 50%. And it was difficult to pick off any other buildings on this base. There was nothing really that was... I think I managed to get this... Yeah, no. It was difficult to pick anything off from that base. So there we go, that's a 2-star. And the last one, Eddie's raid on number 1, 77%, which is a good damage percentage, but it's going to deal with the clan castle with poison. Done some good damage to the dragon. I'm going to have to upgrade my my poison spell, I think. Just a bit late on the Okay, so a bit late on the jump in the centre there. The golems just destroyed the buildings in there before the jump went down, so they decided to turn round. It's always a shame though, once they've turned round and you put the jump in, they don't seem to sort of have a second thought, think, well, I can go that way now. Once they're locked on, they're locked on. But anyway, not to worry. So we've got a raid just to the side of the core. Town hall's down with 40% gone. And there's a lot of tanks in that core now. So the queen is still protected by these golems. So there we go. So like I say, it's a bit of a shame that this Ittifak didn't, make much of an attempt at raiding us. It's always nice when wars are close, and especially when we win. But so there we go. Good war, guys, and we shall catch you on the next one.